spaced out.
What's going on, guys? Alby with Alby Gonzalez Fitness, and you seen the title of the video, you know why you're here. The truth about bodybuilding, the truth about working out. What nobody's talking about. Everybody on Instagram and YouTube is always showing the end result, but nobody's ever talking about the grind, the hard work, the dedication, how relentless you have to be to achieve your fitness goals. It does not happen overnight, and it is certainly not easy, as a lot of these photoshopped steroid users, liars on Instagram may make you to think. All right, so I'm here to tell you the truth. All right, and by that, I'm going to tell you the story on how I got started and my journey to get where I'm at. It was not overnight. It took me, a long time. So let's start. I'm going to cut right to when I first started working out. I was in high school, I was in ninth grade. I wanted to be an actor and a pro wrestler. So I remember as a kid growing up, I always knew that eventually I was going to have to work out and that I was going to work out. It wasn't really an option. I grew up watching Stallone, Arnold, Steven Seagal, Bruce Lee movies, and WWF at the time, so there wasn't really an option for me not to work out because everybody that I looked up to was jacked. So in my head, I was like, well, that's just how I got to look when I get older. So I had no choice there. So in ninth grade, I was in drama class. I have not yet started lifting weights. I had a friend who had weightlifting class, and he's really the one that introduced me to it. So every time during lunch, we would go and we would lift weights. And, I fell in love with it. I loved the way it made me feel, just like most people who start working out. Now, I guess what separates me from a lot of people in the beginning was that, to me, it was something that just had to be done, so it wasn't really an option, where I understand some other people have different reasonings why they want to work out. But this is my story and my journey. So I started working out, all through high school. I took a weightlifting class, and I'm gonna speed through this here. And I weighed in at 115, and I graduated high school at 119. Simple math, guys, 4 pounds. So 4 years of training, 4 pounds. I never experienced the newbie gains, those 15, 20 pounds of lean gains. I never experienced that. All right, 4 long years of training with only 4 pounds. All right, people telling me you're never going to exceed 130 pounds. Even if you take steroids, you're never going to be able to bench 225 pounds. I bench that now 20 to 25 times. The heaviest I've ever been was 180 something pounds. I've never touched a drug in my life. All right, people told me it would never happen. It was impossible. My body couldn't do it. But I was relentless. I believed in myself, and 4 long years I'm not making gains. I never quit. I always told myself, no, I'm going to keep doing this until I achieve my goal. And I'm not going to stop. All right. So once I finished high school, I wasn't seeing a lot of progress. So I decided, what? I need to really learn how to train. When I started training, working out, it was, in like 1999. There wasn't YouTube. The internet it didn't really exist. There wasn't a lot of information out there to teach you how to train. So what I ended up doing is I ended up picking up a job at a toll booth, and I ended up saving up $6,000. I saved every penny, direct deposit to my bank, never touched a dime, didn't go out, didn't do anything for like a whole year, just saved money. I think it was maybe like 6 months. I'm exaggerating a little bit there. I enrolled in this school called NPTI, National Personal Training Institute. The reason I enrolled, it was a personal training institute, and it wasn't because I wanted to be a personal trainer, but I wanted to learn how to work out. That was like what I wanted to do. That was my sacrifice. So I saved up the money. I ended up still working third shift at the toll booth job. So I would get out like at 6 o'clock in the morning out of work, straight from work. I would go to class. I would get out of class at like 3 p.m. In class, I would work out in the morning, learn throughout the day, and then have a second workout. Get home around 5 in the afternoon, go to sleep, wake back up, and then do it all over again. And, you know, same cycle, repeat. So once I learned how to work out and how to eat, and I learned about drinking, I didn't even know about drinking water, protein, carbs, any of that. So once I learned all this, I realized like, hey, this is going to take me some time. But now that I have the knowledge, I could just apply it every single day. And let me tell you something. I never had time to work out. I want you to understand that, because I always hear people say, I don't have time to work out. I never had time to work out. There was always something better, funner that I would rather be doing. But guess what? I made time for it because it was a goal that I wanted to accomplish. And I knew that I had to do it. I had to be relentless. If I only found time to work out at 2 o'clock in the morning, I worked out at 2 o'clock in the morning. If I only found time to work out at 5 o'clock in the morning, I worked out at 5 o'clock in the morning. If that meant I only had to sleep 3 hours, I only slept 3 hours. All right. Now, I'm not saying you have to be as extreme as I did, but I'm trying to tell you that this takes time. And if you really want to accomplish looking like one of those fitness models or one of those people on Instagram, you know, this is the stuff they're not telling you, the stuff that they had to go through. Now, some people might have had it easier than I did. All right. And some people might have had it harder. You never know. But you don't have to worry about how they're doing it. You have to worry about yourself. And you have to remember, you cannot give up. If this is what you want to do, you have to just do it. All right? No excuses, guys. Well, there goes my story, guys. I hope this, you know, lights a fire in your ass. I hope it motivates you. If you guys have any questions, please comment at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. And again, guys, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.
Spaced out. Mark calendars, start camera.